All right, lesson 6.1.1. How can I share it equally? We're going to use visual models to represent division. Today, I am going to talk about this lesson. I'm going to show you an example from the lesson, and then you're going to have the opportunity to work through the lesson either with a parent to think aloud with, a sibling to think aloud with, or you are welcome to reach out to one of your 6th grade friends and you guys can work through this problem or these problems together. Okay, so on problem 6-1, it talks about pieces of licorice, team members that have different number of team members to them, and they each team has a different amount of licorice pieces. So we are going to use the 3 press kids as our example for walking you through how you would work through 6-1 with your math collaborators, okay? So we have 3 press kids, Isabel, Caitlin, and Jeffrey, and true story here, we happen to have 5 pieces of licorice left, 5. And I said to them, well, we gotta figure out how to share these equally. We could give Isabel more because she's older, and Kate can have a little bit more than Jeff because she's older than Jeff, but you know how that goes with friends, with siblings. You gotta share it equally, fair share, okay? So right away, Isabel says, well, Mom, we can each have 15 small pieces. I went, huh, what do you mean by that? Tell me some more about that. And Caitlin said, well, what do you mean we get 15 pieces? We each get 1 whole piece, and then we break the extras left over into pieces and make it equal. All right, ladies, so show us what you were thinking. And here's what Isabel shared with me. She said, okay, if we have 5 pieces left, and there are 3 of us, we are gonna break them each piece into 3 equal parts, okay? So 3 equal parts. And she said, when you do that, Mom, that gives us 15 equal pieces of licorice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay? And then she said, so then we each get 5 of those. Okay, so let's see if that works. We've got a group of 5 here. This goes to Iz. We have a group of 5 right here. This goes to Kate. And our last group of 5 goes to Jeffrey, okay? And if we look at how Caitlin was thinking about hers, when I gave her the licorice, she said, oh, well, we each get 1 whole piece, Mom, okay? This is Isabel's piece, this is Caitlin's piece, this is Jeffrey's piece. And now we have 2 pieces left that we are gonna split equally. So we'll kind of go back to Isabel's strategy here, break them into 3 equal parts. And she says, well, Isabel gets these 2 little pieces. I get these 2 little pieces, she says. And Jeffrey gets these. Okay? So, here's what I'm wondering. Do these representations, or do these 2 visual models represent the same quantity? Are they all getting the same amount of licorice? So now we're going to take our visual models and we're going to put numbers to them to represent them. Also, to see, are they equivalent? Do they work? I want to come back over here because I want to make sure this is clear. So let's see. This goes here to Isabel. These are Caitlin's pieces. Woo, it's a little messy, but sometimes that happens with visual models. All right. Well, looking at Isabel cut each piece into thirds, 3 equal parts. So how many thirds do each of the press kids get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They each get 5 thirds, okay? And if we look at what Caitlin thought of, they each get 1 whole piece and 2 of the thirds. So our 5 thirds and 2/3 equivalent, right? How could we figure that out? We have to go back and think about what we know about division. And I love this. Some of us have talked about this before, that a division sign actually is a representation of a fraction, right? You've got your numerator and your denominator here. So if we look at Isabel's strategy of 5/3, I like to think of how many 3s fit into 5. 1. And how many are left over? 2. And our denominator stays the same, 3 pieces, 3 parts, 1 and 2/3, 1 and 2/3. So we were able to use a visual model, 2 different visual models, and got the same quantities at the end, that everyone, there was going to be no fighting over licorice, the last 5 pieces of licorice here in the press house. All right, so today, reach out to someone, work through 6-1, figure out how many pieces of licorice or how many parts of the licorice that team W, X, and Y get on problem 6-1, and also work through 6-4, sharing and comparing. Which option is better, option 1 or option 2? If you are looking to do some more mathematical thinking, there are review preview problems at the end of 6.1.1. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.